we are trying to upgrade the legal system and regulations that guides the medical platform that we operate in this country. Now, we have a hospital that was supposed to take in someone who was a victim of one chance, and they did not do the needful because of the lack of police reports. How far can this go, even when there has been the CP, FCT, has already, according across the 36 states, this has been made known that this shouldn't be the situation, but here we have a hospital that still went against this regulation.
In addition to what my colleague just asked, do you also think if hospitals, for instance, if I take my brother, a relative, or the person dies as a result of saying no medical, no police reports, if hospitals are being sued, because he just said that, my colleague just said, oh, this is legal, according to what the CP said. Do you think if hospitals are sued for the death of such persons or any form of negligence that came from that, do you think that they will begin to abide by the law?
I was about coming to that before you. I am going to sue a particular hospital if I live here. I'll go make my investigation and I will sue the hospital.
So what's the case with that?
Now, I want to first appreciate the FCT Police Commissioner. I want to sincerely appreciate him. I want to thank him for that revelation. I also want to thank him for that thought. I want to thank him because this particular thought will save so many patients in the future. I want to thank him because this particular position or revelation will ensure that our hospital will now think of how they can be able to think about life first before money. Think about life first before any other thing. Our hospital, our medical doctors, and other medical officers or professionals have seen money first before safety of life. And that's a major setback in our health sector. It has actually reduced our level of health sector. So many infiltrators, so many drugs that are long in action, so many drugs that do not perform are also in our health sector. I want to sincerely, I will do an official report, I'll do an official letter to the FCT minister for this particular position, appreciating him, acknowledging him for this particular position, because of the life that will be saved in the future. As I speak, I am sad, I am pained. I've been sad and I've been pained. I lost my friend barely 3 days ago, a PhD holder, a chartered accountant from Kana local government in Ogoni land. What happened? Just along Transamadi, just along the Slaughter Bridge or Slaughter Flyover. He was driving in Port Harcourt here. He was coming back from coming out from the Woje Aziz, driving towards the Transamadi area, towards the Modakat area, when he was stopped. As he was stopped in the evening, he was stopped and some hoodlums apprehended him and then brought him out of the car, stabbed him. They stabbed him and stabbed him, took all that belongs to him, took away his valuables, took away so many things that he was with. They didn't go with the car, as at that moment, they didn't tamper with the vehicle. They went to search the vehicle, took all the valuables, and then at the end of the day, they left him there in his blood. At the end of the day, some persons came to rescue or try to help him to a particular hospital in the same Port Harcourt. When they got to the hospital refused to attend to him. There must be police report. The hospital refused, the hospital in Port Harcourt refused to attend to him, that there must be a police report before they will attend to him. Do you know that this young man died in the hospital? Wow. This particular young man died how many days ago? A chartered accountant and a PhD holder died because of police requesting for a police report. His office requesting for police report. And this man was about relocating to Nigeria, to Canada, to continue his profession in 2 weeks' time. As I speak to you, my phone was with me, and I've shown you a picture of this young man. A responsible young man, an innocent young man, a man that has worked so hard for himself, a man that has done so much for himself, a breadwinner in his family, a man that was married and has a wife, a man that has always paid attention on how success can be achieved in this country, a man that has not been troublesome in any way or found wanted in any way, was attacked by armed robbers, by criminals. And successfully, he was rushed to the hospital alive and died in the hospital because the hospital requested for police report. As we speak, we have not buried him. He's still in the mortuary. We have not buried him. You see, this is the high level of negligence in our hospital. Those hospitals should be closed down. All the nurses, the staff in the hospital should be jailed. They must have to go to jail. They have to face that as their penalty. It's not just making a statement. We must call on the FCT Commissioner of Police and then also call on the IG to ensure that all the hospitals that have such a case should be jailed and penalized. They must withdraw their license, their medical license. They must withdraw everything that will give them opportunity to function as medical doctors or medical professionals. It is very much important. I think this part of the situation we face today, our president and our government has paid negligence on our health sector. How can you have a situation like this ongoing for years? And that's why I'm very much happy for this resolution, even though it's coming late. Coming at a time when I have lost a loving friend. At the time when I love a caring friend. Because of police report, my friend died.